Today I'm at Dyfi Bike Park in Wales to see what people are riding. I want to find out what brands, wheel size and travel that real life riders choose. Dyfi Bike Park is located near the beautiful coast of mid Wales and is sculpted by former pro racer Dan Atherton and home to the Atherton family. It has 10 tracks with an elevation drop of around 400 metres. You've got trails like the new red lovey-dovey that are fast and relatively easy but loads of fun, and then some big jumps on a few of the trails, and then downhill tracks like racetrack, and then the more raw steep rocky knot of slab track. Right, I found Dan. I've dragged him out of his digger. You've got probably more laps here than anyone. What do you reckon is the best bike for this sort of place?
Yeah, it's a hard question. It is really interesting being stood in the uplift queue and kind of checking out what people have. But yeah, I think something like a 170, you know, like a long travel all mountain bike or something.
Do you reckon that's more fun than a downhill bike?
I mean, me personally, I always ride a downhill bike.
Okay.
You know, just because I'm always riding with people who are on downhill bikes.
Yeah.
So a trail bike's amazing fun. You can do everything on it, but once you start trying to keep up with downhill bikes, it gets stressful.
And what about e-bikes? See plenty of those?
Yeah, some days you get like whole trailers just full of e-bikes, and that technology is moving so fast, you know.
Right.
It seems to be guys coming over from motocross, coming here on e-bikes.
Right, thanks Dan, get back in your digger. There's all sorts of trails here, but definitely orientated to the more steep, gnarlier side of things. So I expect to see a lot of downhill bikes and longer travel enduro and trail bikes. But let's head to the uplift queue and take a look. We found Joel Anderson. Joel, what bike are you riding today?
Specialised demo. If you're at a bike park and you go on uplift, you might as well ride the creme de la creme, wouldn't you?
What do you think about a short travel bike? Can you throw them around as good? You got some big jumps and stuff.
Yeah, I think you can throw it around. I think it would be fun, but at the end of the day, you're going to go 10 mile an hour faster than this literally everywhere. So why would you turn it down? And also, you can ride your short travel anywhere. So you only get a few times that you can ride full down a bike fast.
What's your name and what are you riding?
My name's Scooby and I'm riding a Poly Vikkelä.
What travel's that?
190 front and rear.
I don't think we'll see another one of these today. It looks like a pretty special build. How's it on the trails here today?
It's absolutely fantastic. It absolutely munches up the trails here. The travel's just fantastic. It's like a downhill bike that you can pedal.
And it's pretty loud as well.
It's very loud. I've gone full gold. Why not?
I love your bike. What's your name and what you're riding?
My name's Vicky and I'm riding a Specialised Enduro comp, just pimped a bit.
And how is it on the trails here at Dyfi?
Yeah, it's good. Pretty lively, but it keeps it kind of flowing quite nice. It likes to hug around the corners. You've just got to be aware that it's a bit of a coal barge. If you're not careful, it's long.
And what sort of trails do you like riding? Techie, fast or jumps?
Me and my mate Izzy, we tend to ride sort of more sort of techie, rooty, kind of off-pisty stuff. Don't usually come to park that often, but it's always good fun to do something different, really.
What's your name and what are you riding today?
All right, mate, I'm Robert McCourt and I'm riding one of the Atherton AM 201.
Okay. Is that your bike?
No, demoing it today, just getting a feel for it. My first time riding a downhill, actually. So I've been riding enduros, and to be honest with you, I was scared of it at first, but I've took it down for the first run there, and it's rapid. And I don't know, I'll get more on the second run, but it feels like I'm more confident. I'm not quite sure how yet, but yeah, it's amazing.
All right, I've put my little notepad away and I've got the calculator out and I've worked out some of the stats, well, all the stats, to see what the most popular types of bikes were at the bike park. So let's kick off with the most popular brand, and that is not a big shock to me, Specialised. 12 bikes, followed closely with Trek with 10 bikes, so two biggest mountain bike brands out there. Santa Cruz, probably third biggest, have 8 bikes there. Then Nukeproof and Coma both have 6. all makes sense to me, I guess. Interestingly, 3 Atherton bikes there, but you know, you might expect that. It's their home bike park. And actually, there was a downhill bike being tested. And then 2 YTs. That kind of surprised me. I'd expect to see more YTs with their sort of choice of downhill and, you know, long travel trail bikes that, you know, that direct to consumer brand. I'd expect to see more, but there we go. To the most popular bike out there, Trek Slash. 5 of those. 4 Trek Sessions, also 4 Saracen Mist, and 4 Specialized Enduros. Kind of interestingly, the Saracen Mist, there's a few older ones as well there, so there's some 26 and some 27.5 bikes. And that kind of leads me on to the travel. So yes, you know, a big number of the bikes there were downhill bikes, so 200mm or plus. So we had 18 bikes with 200mm of travel. That's 22% of all the bikes. But actually there was 7 have more than 200mm, like the Common Style Supremes, a couple others I can't remember. But yeah, plus 200mm travel, really good for that bike park. People voting with their big bikes. But then it sort of jumps down to kind of the more regular bikes, I suppose, that people are taking, and you know, they might ride them all over there. Maybe some people just save their downhill bike for, you know, Dyfi Bike Park. But there was 16 150mm travel bikes and 15 160. So 27 downhill bikes, still a lot more than either of those, but kind of interesting, I suppose. To the wheel size, 29er was the biggest by far, with 49.1% of the bikes. Next was 27.5, had 38%, and then there was a mix of the older 26s and some mixed wheel size bikes there as well, but not that many actually. So 29ers, there you go, people are voting for the big wheels. Let me know what you think of this sort of data video. I'd like to do the same, go somewhere else, maybe somewhere a bit more exotic like Whistler, find out what people are riding there. Let me know what you think is the best bike for Dyfi Bike Park.